Thank you so much, Fly, for that insightful speech, which gave us an insight story of how CRS and Caritas collaborated to make impact in the communities, and how both organizations are sister organizations, and how sometimes back Caritas has been a prime to CRS, and CRS being a prime to Caritas. That's really amazing to see how partnership and collaboration is essential to making grateful programming for vulnerable communities. I may now invite His Excellency Monsignor Chibambo Pierre, the President of Caritas Africa, for the remarks.
Your Eminence is not here, but I know his spirit is here. Yes. Your Excellency, Mr. Permanent Secretary of Minerva, distinguished officials of the government, dear partners, especially the members of the Caritas Internationalis Confederation, dear Father Oscar and the colleagues at Caritas Rwanda, ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to give a few remarks on the occasion of this Partners Forum, which has given us a golden opportunity to learn about the remarkable and impactful work of Caritas Rwanda on the lives of so many brothers and sisters, especially the most vulnerable, over the last 5 years. In my capacity of Caritas Africa President, I feel very proud to witness this. I feel really very, very proud to witness this. Thinking of the mission entrusted to Caritas and to all social pastoral institutions of the Catholic Church, summarized by Pope Francis as to serve, to accompany, and to defend the poor and the most vulnerable. As I was following the presentations, I was telling myself, wow, so it is possible. Our mission is to serve, to accompany, and to defend the poor. And as I witnessed this, as I was following the presentations, I was telling myself, wow, it is possible. Serving, the Pope says, means doing immediately what is needed without delay to save lives. That is serving. For instance, in emergency situations. And we know that these are recurrent in our region. So serving consists in acting like a field hospital after a battle. That is an expression used many times by Pope Francis to explain the vision and the mission of the church, to serve as a field hospital after a battle, to do immediately what is needed in order to save life. For in an emergency situation, there is no time to waste. We need men and women well prepared, qualified and motivated to provide the necessary and the indispensable care to the wounded, food and shelter to the affected persons. And we know that many of them are children and women. So we need to act quickly in order to save lives. And that is what the Pope means when he says we exist to serve. But saving and then accompanying, and that is equally important. Accompanying, we learn from the Holy Father, means reaching out, being close to the most vulnerable. to understand their conditions, to be familiar with their culture, to understand their coping mechanisms, to respect their know-how, because the vulnerable are not stupid. They have some knowledge. We need to respect their know-how. To listen to their real needs. When they tell you, we are having a headache, don't say, oh no, it is the leg. No, listen. Listen. You listen to their real needs. To journey with them, empowering them, and we saw many examples here, equipping them with knowledge, technical capacity, and so on, so that they may, at the end, take their destiny into their own hands. That is what we need to achieve, to allow them to take their own destiny into their own hands. By doing that, we contribute to building flourishing communities. And the report presented today gives many good practices in that sense. I want to congratulate those who have contributed and participated in the process and in the implementation of what we have seen. So, serving, accompanying, and then defending. Defending the poor and the forgotten ones means to be their voice. To be their voice. To amplify it, to plead their cause when needed, to address the social justice challenges that they may be confronted with. It is also to have a prophetic voice. To have a prophetic voice. And what does that mean? Well, I don't know, you know, the Brazilian bishop of the poor called Dom Elder Camara, he expressed very well what it means to be to have a prophetic voice. He said, when I distribute food and assistance to the needy, they say, I am a saint. When I ask why they are poor, they say, I am a communist. I distribute food and they say, oh, he's a saint. I ask why they are poor, and they say, I am a communist. That is to say that fighting poverty, reducing poverty means trying to address the root causes of poverty, the root causes of violence. And that is part of being prophetic. Caritas exists. We are Caritas and we exist to serve, to accompany, and to defend the poor. Thank you, Caritas Rwanda, for showing us that it is possible. You are a member that our Confederation Caritas Internationalis and our region Caritas Africa can feel really proud of. Your experience should be shared with the other 161 national members, because Caritas Internationalis is a confederation of 162 national members. Caritas Rwanda is one of them. I think the other 161 can really benefit from the experience from what we have seen here. Your experience should be shared with other national members who are working in at least 200 countries and territories around the world. This experience should also be shared with the other 45 national members in the sub-Saharan region that form Caritas Africa. Caritas Africa is composed of 46 national members in the sub-Saharan region. This work of Caritas Rwanda, the experience of Caritas Rwanda, should be shared with them as well. I think you have demonstrated that a church organization, because Caritas is a church organization, you have demonstrated that a church organization with capillary presence in the communities, our presence is, we are all over. This capillary presence in the communities, moved by faith and compassion, inspired by our rich social teaching and the values of human dignity, the pursuit of common good, participation, solidarity, as Hans has said, partnership, and respect to the principle of subsidiarity. This is very key, the respect of the principle of subsidiarity, ensuring that all is first and foremost implemented at the grassroots. La marmite commence à bouillir par le bas, comme on dit ici. Il y a un proverbe qui dit que la marmite commence à bouillir par le bas. On n'a pas le droit de se considérer fondé à aller faire ce que les gens sont capables de faire eux-mêmes. The principle of subsidiarity is key, and that is also what we call localization. You have proved that this is possible, and that in doing that we can really make a difference in the lives of many. And you have shown also what accountability means. Accountability. What it means. Not only to the donors, because we like very much to say we are accountable, we have presented our report, we are fine. But what does that mean? You are accountable to the donors, of course, but you are also accountable to the people. So you need to achieve results. You need to achieve results. You have demonstrated what accountability means, not only to the donors, but even more to those whom we serve. And I think you have become a strong institution applying high management and professional standards. Yes, professional standards. May all that be always coupled with the necessary formation of the heart. You know, formation of the heart. This is key for us. Formation of the heart. For Caritas is not just a job, it is a mission. Do you know that? Caritas is not a job, it is a mission. And those who serve in Caritas must be true witnesses of Christ. You need to be professional, you need to be competent, but you need to serve. You need to have also the formation of the heart. You need a heart that sees. That should be the difference between Caritas and any other institution. I want to end by thanking the partners who have put the trust in you. And that cannot be taken for granted. Don't take it for granted. Being trusted by the partners should not be taken for granted. Ça se mérite. Ça se mérite. I think you have shown that it is possible. It is wonderful to see the diversity of partners working with you. I'm really impressed to see this. The national government and several international organizations. And I want to thank particularly the members of the Caritas Internationalis family. We are a family of solidarity. They know how challenging it can be to apply our fraternal cooperation principles, which call for collective engagement, synergy, mutual support, co-responsibility, sharing of risks, because sometimes you can be also a good partners, but you don't want to share the risk. You believe and you consider that the risk is the affair of no. You are here to demonstrate that you are co-responsible for what is being done. So the achievement we are celebrating are your achievement. We thank you for that. We share the risk, we avoid competition, and unnecessary, we need duplication, because sometimes we can also engage in duplicating which is not necessary. We have limited resources, as Oscar has said. We need to use them responsibly, wisely. Again, Caritas in Rwanda has shown that this is possible. Now, we will continue to work this journey hand in hand in the spirit of synodality to bring hope to our people, to ensure that those who are strong help those who are weak. That is the principle. Those who are strong should help those who are weak, so that we may all be a concrete sign of God's love for all humanity. That is to be Caritas, a sign of God's love to humanity. And the next strategic framework of Caritas Rwanda is, I think, clearly going in that direction. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.